Welcome back, guys. It is fight week. Oh my God, I'm so excited. In London, England, at the O2 Arena, we have Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman 3, the rematch. We all know what happened the first time, and we're gonna get into it. But we're gonna start from the bottom of the card, not the prelims. Oh, well, we're starting from the bottom of the main card, and then we're gonna work our way up, give our predictions. I'm telling you, listen to me on. This is like I've been so confident all week. Like, just listen to me, guys. But let's get right into it. All right, so first on the night we have Marvin Vettori versus Roman Dolitz, and Marvin Vettori, yeah, he fought Izzy. He didn't look so good in that Izzy fight. He kind of got washed. Can you pull up his record for me? I just want to run through his record. So he fought Izzy. He didn't look so good. He got something passed on the butt. And then he fought Paulo Costa. I thought he won that fight. I thought it was a good decision win for him. And then he got to cancel a bout against Robert Whitaker, and then he fought Robert Whitaker. He lost. I definitely deserved loss. Robert won that, and then so he's kind of on like in the middle section of that division right now. I think this is a must win fight for Vettori, because if he does not win this fight, this brings him so far down in the rankings, and really don't think he's going to be a big name anymore. So I think Marvin Vettori is going to win this fight easy, easy. And when I say easy, I'm not saying knockout. I think it's going to be a easy decision. It's going to be a 30-27 decision probably for Vettori going into this fight, because this is a must win, or else he's basically a nobody if he loses this fight. Basically.
The Italian Dream will win this fight. Roman's 35 years old, I think it is. Vittori's a little bit younger. Vittori beats who he has to beat. If you look at Vittori's record, he beats everyone he has to beat. Costa, Kevin Holland, Jack Hermanson, Carl Robertson. He only loses to the top guys. Adesanya, Whitaker, the two best guys in that division besides Alex Pereira too. So he beats the guys he has to beat. And then Roman's 12-1, but yeah, he hasn't fought the level of competition Vittori's fought. He beat
Jack Hermanson.
Jack Hermanson's. Yeah, I don't know how much of a value that is now after Hermanson's recent skid.
It's some value if you're gonna bet on him, because that's like some experience with like a top five guy, or like at least was a top five guy at one point.
Yeah, there's some value, but Roman's key thing is he likes to submit you, but Vittori will not get submitted. Vittori will take him down, if he does take him down, which he will have a lot of success with, he won't get submitted. He'll watch out for that. And I honestly think Vittori can keep this standing and strike with him. I think Vittori's striking is better than Roman's. And if Vittori doesn't want this going to the ground, he can just keep it standing. Vittori will be in charge of where this fight's going to go. So
It
if
all depends. I'm sorry, keep going.
I just got Vittori 30-27 too. I don't think he finishes this guy, but I don't see this guy Roman beating Vittori. I think Vittori is a pretty solid fighter in this division.
Yeah, the only thing I would say, if you're on Roman's side or anything, the only way is like within that first round, is it really depends if Vettori can stuff the takedowns, which I think he's going to be able to do. But you never know, if he gets taken down, you never know. Roman might be able to control it, but I really don't think so.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But next fight, Jennifer Maia, Casey O'Neill, and I've
Let's
been
go.
waiting for the return of Casey O'Neill forever. It's been a long time. Jennifer Maia, she fought for the belt against Valentina. She lost, but many people do lose to Valentina besides Alexa Grasso. Jessica I, she beat Caitlin Shulkagan, Manny Fiorot, she lost to, and then she beat Manny Moraz. Jennifer Maia is kind of just like that. She's all right. She's nothing crazy. And then you got Casey O'Neill, the next prospect in this division. Everyone hyping up. Remember her fight last year? She fought Roxanne Modafferi. It was a split decision. I did expect her to dominate that fight way more than she did, but she still did get the win. And then she had that knee injury. Remember, a bad knee injury, so she was out for a year. She's back now. This could be a trap. You don't know. Maybe Jennifer Maia's experience plays a role in this fight, but I'm on the Casey O'Neill train. I've been on it since her first fight in the UFC. I'm very high on this girl. I think Casey O'Neill gets the unanimous decision. I think she was out for a year, but I think she got to work on a few things. I'm not that high on Jennifer Maia. I feel like she's all right. I don't think she's gonna do much. I don't think O'Neill will have problems with her. I'm going Casey unanimous decision. I think Casey will look very good in this fight.
Can you pull up Casey's record for me?
Nah.
And before I even get into this fight, again, guys, listen to me. I've been studying this card all week. Snoozer of the night will be this fight. This will be your Kevin snoozer of the night. This will be a Mitz fight because I really don't think either of them are really gonna push it. I like Jennifer Maya, but I feel like she's getting older. She's really not like pushing the pace as much. She's been looking iffy in her past couple fights, and she's just been like sitting in that top 10, floating up and down in the rankings. And and then you got Casey O'Neill, big fan, love her, but again, I really don't see like a spark in her. I haven't seen anything else in her previous fights that shows me that like she has a factor to dominate this fight that I
Did
know.
finish your previous fights before the Roxanne one.
Yeah, but who's that? Who is that too?
Still,
Exactly, but I don't know. I have. I'm not gonna lie. I have Jennifer Maya winning this fight just based on experience, and because I do want Casey O'Neill to win. But if I'm a betting man, I have Jennifer Maya just because she's been in the cage with more veterans, with more high class athletes in the octagon. So I have Jennifer Maya winning this, but I want Casey O'Neill to win. But I don't know. I just have Jennifer Maya winning a very close snooze fest. Check that out. Next fight we have Gunnar Nelson versus Brian Barberena. Guys, this is going to be one of the bangers of the night. This is going to be the entree to the co-main event. I feel like this is going to be a slugfest and a grappling fest too, because Gunnar Nelson is post stats up. He is a demon on the ground, and he has hands too. He has power in those hands. He's been a little rocky lately. So what? In this past five, he's one, two, three, four, five. He's 3-2 in his past five. So or 2-3. I'm sorry. So he's 2-3 in his past five. So I don't know. This is again a must win for him. And Barberena, he's upcoming, but again, he's just like one of those guys to me that are always going to be in those top 15. I'm not sure if like this is his probably his biggest fight in his career, so he has a point to prove too. But I don't know. I have Gunnar Nelson just probably taking him down in submission, or it's going to be a banger. Might be a banger, but I think it's going to be a good fight regardless.
if Gunnar Nelson gets into a war, that's where he'll go wrong because Brian Barberena loves those type of fights. If Gunnar Nelson's smart, he'll take Brian Barberena down and do whatever he wants with him, and that's what I think Gunnar is going to do to him. Brian likes to get in those fights that excite the fans. He likes to put on a banger, I guess you could say. Remember the Robbie Lawler fight? All his fights you look back on, he always tries to make it a banger. But Gunnar Nelson, I don't think Gunnar Nelson's going to want to do that. I think Gunner's going to take him down immediately. I think Gunner gets an early submission. I think he's going to get it done
Really?
early. I
Yeah.
don't not high on Brian's grappling. I mean, he just got submitted by RDA in his last fight. I think Gunnar Nelson gonna have some success there. I'm going Gunnar Nelson early submission. If it's not early submission, I think it's the decision. I don't know if he finishes him. Maybe he gets the ground and pound finish, but Gunner's smart. He'll take this to the ground immediately and go
Yeah.
from there.
I didn't give my exact prediction, but I want to copy you. I like what you just said. I'm gonna copy you. I'm gonna go with first round submission. I've Gunner winning, but I like first round submission. I like that too. I agree.
Co-main event of the evening. This will be fight of the night. I don't care what anyone says. This is your fight of the night right here. Justin Gaethje, Rafael Fiziev. Justin Gaethje. Anytime he steps in that octagon, it's a banger. Anytime, it's Ferguson fight. I mean, that wasn't really a banger. He dominated Ferguson. The Khabib fight, he had his moments. But then the Chandler fight, the fight of the year. The Charles Oliveira fight was a banger in the first couple minutes. Then he gets submitted. But he always goes out there and looks to put on a war. And then you got Rafael Fiziev, a prospect in this division who looks really good. Just beat RDA. That's a really good win. Brad Riddell, remember the wheel kick, the Brad on that one card?
Ooh, it was gross.
Bobby Green, Renato Mocaino. I mean, he's getting these solid wins. They're not the top guys, but there's some veteran guys he's beating in there.
He's smashing these guys. Are
That
he's smashing them too.
and I've been going back and forth with this all fight week, but I'm sticking with my guns. I'm going Rafael Fiziev by finish. I just like him a lot. I think his striking's so slick. I'm just so high on him. I think he is a guy in this 155 division that can be a champ one day. I haven't seen much of his wrestling yet, but his striking is legit, man. And I think him and Gaethje will have their back and forth moments. They'll both be landing, but I think eventually Rafael will finish this fight in the later rounds. I like him by finish odds. Check those out. I don't think Gaethje beats him. I could be wrong though. Gaethje has the power to beat anyone, but I'm going Rafael by late finish. I'm just too high on him. I think he's very good.
Guys, everybody listening, guys, pay attention. This is what happens every time these big brawler superstar guys who are putting on these crazy performance, they hit their peak and then they slowly die off. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it on Saturday night with Justin Gaethje. You're seeing it right now. You're gonna see it in the McGregor fight with Michael Chandler. You've seen it with all these guys. You see it with Nate Diaz. He puts on brawls. He loses fights. It's a slippery slope. I have
Justin Gaethje is so
Rafael.
talented.
I have Rafael dominating this fight. 30-27. And I don't have him finishing Justin Gaethje. I think Gaethje has a chance on the feet. This dude hits hard, but he's never like I don't even. He just puts on good fights in my mind. I don't think he's ever gonna be champion again. I don't even think he'll ever fight for a belt again, to be honest. But he puts on brawls and people love him, so he's an entertainer. But he's gonna lose his fight because Fizzy is a dog. He's actually legit. I think his MMA skill set and his grappling dominance is gonna be way superior. I mean, you see Gaethje against Khabib with the grappling. You see him against Oliveira with the grappling. He doesn't he has really good takedown defense, but besides that, I get it, he's a good wrestler, but with these jujitsu guys and these hard like main wrestlers as their main trait, he doesn't do good. He never does good. And also he's been knocked out a couple times. He's been knocked out a couple times too. Fiziev has power. He has power. He has hands too. Everybody's sleeping on his power, thinking he's just going to grapple him, which probably might happen. But I think this is finally the time where people wake up and realize that Justin Gaethje is just he's a fans fighter. He's not a real contender, in my opinion. But I have Rafael Fiziev dominant decision win.
I don't think he'll shoot. I don't think he's going to shoot for a takedown. I think he's going to keep this fight standing the whole time and finish him.
Here, you can start the main card. You can start the main card for us.
Edit that out.
Okay.
Main Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman 3 now. Too many people are overthinking this, man. You're overthinking this. Now let's go back to August. I remember watching this in my room. And what did I watch? You know what I watched? I watched Usman dominate 22 out of the 25 minutes of that fight. Besides the takedown, and then the head kick, as we all know, which was one of the craziest moments. Forever in my whole life, I will never forget that moment when Leon landed that head kick. One of the greatest moments in this sport. It was insane. Headshot dead. One of the coldest quotes too. But after the fight, Usman, his mentality's different, man. He wasn't like he was like, "I'll see you soon, Rocky." I've been watching this whole fight week. He hasn't looked like he was affected by it. It looks like he's the same guy that fought him in August. And Kamaru Usman, I think people are forgetting how good he is because he just got knocked out brutally. I really do. This kind of reminds me of Matt Serra, GSP. What happens the first time Serra knocked out GSP? What happened the second time they fought? GSP showed who the better fighter was. Kind of reminds me of Nunez, Juliana Pena. Pena won, but what happened next time they fought? Nunez showed you who the better fighter was. I think Usman's going to go out there and win every single round. I think he's going to dominate this fight. I think he wins in unanimous decision. Maybe if you want to sprinkle little finishing touches, maybe you want to sprinkle that. But I think Usman dominates this fight. He was pound for pound number one for a reason. And this is coming from a person who really likes Covington. Usman is legit, man. This guy's a killer. And he's going to beat Leon in London. He's going to show who he is. And you're going to see Usman. Go watch that fight back and tell me who was winning majority of that fight. Usman's going to win this fight by unanimous decision.
This fight, I'm shaking just thinking about it because one day I'm thinking Leon, the other day I'm thinking, yo, I'm being stupid. Usman's gonna dominate him, but you got to think about what happened that first round. You can't forget You can't forget what happened that first round. What's going to happen in these first 3 rounds, because Leon started off hot. He started real hot. I know he got lucky with it might have got lucky with the being on the back for so long. But I feel like this fight is going to be completely different. This is not even going to look anything like the first fight. And I think I'm going to say it right now. Leon finishes this fight under 2 rounds. And I'm going to list all my reasons why right now. Reason number one, we're not fighting at elevation anymore. And Leon,
He knew he was fighting at elevation the whole time. He could have trained for that. He went up 2 weeks earlier. That's on him. That's on him.
no, he did. No, he did.
I know he did.
He slept in in
I
the
know.
tent for the whole camp. I'm saying, I'm not saying like, but that's a factor. And so that was a big factor. All the fighters on that night saying that was a much bigger factor than you would think. So that's number one. Number two, Usman doesn't look the same to me. He seems kind of like fake this week, because he's been talking a lot on how I'm here in London, I got the fans on my side. It didn't look like that at the press conference I watched today. Headshot dead, headshot dead, headshot dead. That's all I heard at the press conference today. And I think for the first time in Usman's career, he's a little shook. He is a little shook. He may not show it. A lot of fighters don't show it because they're very good at putting that mask on. But I think behind the scenes, he's a little shook. He knows he literally got headshot dead. But also Usman knows at the same time he's gonna have he's gonna have a good chance in this fight because of how last fight went. But I think Leon Edwards starts the fight off crispy, fast, sharp, cleaning, attacking on the feet, and I think he's Edwards has been ready to fight on the cage and stuff those takedowns. And I think Usman's going to get caught again because he's going to be a little weird in those first 2 minutes in that first round. I'm telling you right now, Usman's going to be a little weird, and he's going to get sharpened up early. But if it goes if it goes into the later rounds, I don't know. But I have Edwards under 2 rounds, headshot dead.
I'm just looking at the history, and history is going to repeat itself, not with the knockout, with who was winning. Remember the first time they fought 6 years ago, Usman won that fight, and majority of that fight he won. Second time they fought, Usman won majority of that fight. And yeah,
headshot dead. Headshot.
The third time,
a knockout like that changes people. A knockout like that changes. Have we seen Usman fight since that knockout? No, we're about to see him fight Saturday. He's going to be shooken up the first round. He will be shaky. And I'm telling you, the early rounds is when Edwards has to capitalize. And maybe
Leon doesn't usually finish people with his hands.
Yeah, he finishes them with his shin bone.
He had a nice setup, yeah, but I think Usman will be ready for it. And I think a lot of people are forgetting that Trevor Whitman is a mastermind in this sport, okay? And I think they fixed the mistakes that were made. I truly believe Usman's going to dominate this fight. I don't know why.
I don't know, but the thing is, I don't think there were any mistakes made by Usman.
There were a few.
I think that was legit Leon being in that moment better, and he set him up with something Usman didn't even know about. And you're acting like Leon can't do something like that again. And I'm like, yeah, I'm having Leon finishing Usman. And also imagine he's going to walk into the O2. Everybody knows O2, one of the loudest arenas in all of fighting. They're going to be screaming, chanting, headshot dead, headshot dead. First time in Usman's history, he's going to be being screamed at and booed.
It's in his home country, but I know this doesn't matter, but Darren Till fought Masvidal in 02, and I think it was 02, right? And what happened? Masvidal knocked him out.
This is nothing.
I'm just saying, I don't think that's gonna 02 stuff. I don't think that matters. Yeah, it's gonna help Leon maybe a little bit, but at the end of the day, once they're in there, like I told you for the Izzy Alex fight, it's mano against mano, and that is all that matters. And we know that, and that's all that matters. Those fans can cheer all they want.
No. Since everything you said before about Amanda and about this fight and all of that. Yeah. So who do you so random question? Who you have in Izzy per 2?
That fight will come out April.
Exactly.
You guys can see that April prediction.
Exactly. So that's why Leon's finishing this fight. The way you feel about the Izzy fight is the way I feel about this fight.
First off, right now I'm not picking Izzy, but that comes in April. This is March, and we're in London O2 Arena, and Kamaru Usman is going to get his belt back, and I don't know if he might even
And
retire
still,
after because he
and
don't even have much
he's
to
not
do after
retiring. He's
this.
not going to retire. Win or loss, he won't retire unless he gets headshot dead again. Ooh, that'd be crazy. Yo. If there's I'm feeling it. I had the gut feeling last time. We didn't make a video for this last time, but I had it. Leon Edwards gonna spark him. I had it in my mind, and I have the same exact feeling. I have Edwards within 2 rounds. Usman's gonna be too shooken up. He's gonna be shaky, bro.
Mono, mono, mono. And that's what's going to happen. Usman's going to have a lot of success in this fight, and you're going to see that. And I look forward to Saturday night. I do. But hope you enjoyed this video. We'll be back with more videos like this. Interview shortly coming too. Drop a like, leave a comment, and yeah, anything
Make sure
else.
you guys follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We're on Spotify, but we don't post on there. YouTube, subscribe, and yeah. Peace, guys. Headshot.